victors and a bit of movement on offer already for Curry. Reminder on the pitch, we're playing the same surface that we did 2 days ago.
This match that got away with some big six, and that is a beautiful shot from Suri on the up. A little bit of width on offer. We'll test the outfield for the first time today, and it responds. So four
good things. Square drive now. Going to be an expensive start from McMullen, as again Scotland not getting it right with the new ball. Driven flowingly through the covers, over pitched by Curry. Outfield quick enough, races to the rope. That's a good shot. He's an elegant driver, isn't he? He really is. Aryan Sharma. One to long on, didn't he?
Yeah, one or two.
Oh, now is this an edge? Oh, what a catch! Oh, brilliant from Matthew Cross. Well, the wicket may go to Curry, but it belongs to the keeper. The vice-captain standing up to the stumps. This is simply outstanding.
Oh, that ball takes off, and that is a brilliant catch from Cross. Up at the stumps, and he holds on.
Aware. Oh, inside edge, gone. Cross has got another. He's on fire, the vice-captain. McMullen has one next to his name too, and both openers now are back in the hutch.
Oh, play. Great delivery. Looks to swing away. That's a very, very loose cricket stroke. I think that's just the pressure built from McMullen. He's been honing in.
Driven square, and going to be driven for four. That's a fine stroke, it really is. Full, I suspect. And it's all created a chance. Got him! Oh, that is brilliant from Berrington. And it's the skipper of Scotland, a master stroke to outthink his opposite number, and from the very first delivery after the fielding change. Well bowled McMullen, well thought Berrington.
Oh, Berrington gets a bit funky with the field, and don't know what Chopra was thinking about. Tried to roll the wrist too much on that, and it balloons to short cover. Two slips, two gullies, a deep mid-off. Not a traditional field you'll ever see.
Castled out here. Sharafu gets off the mark with a lovely drive, maybe a bit too full, but that's a fine stroke. It'll race to the rope, a boundary for UAE's number 5. But this one's pulled into the leg side. 2 is the immediate call. He'll get more than that, I think. That'll race to the rope. Good shot from Asif Khan. What to that list? Make it 5. Pulled away. Fielder out there. Takes it. Big wicket. And Jarvis gets the reward that he's so deserved. Asif Khan, that cautious starting style, it's proved costly today. He won't get the chance to kick on. He's almost tried he's tried checking the stroke, has he? Like, it's by no means a wholehearted shot.
I don't think he's trying to hit it for 6. Maybe he's trying to get on top of it
there his whole career. Oh, what a beauty. And Cross is having a field day out there. He's taken 2 with the gloves, and now the rack. Here we go. This is the option, the angle that Nitin Bhatia had. Gone. Brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. Sweep shot. That's going to be effective enough for at least a couple. It's going to be 4. Jarvis has misjudged that. It almost... No, that's who they're playing, though. Nudge round the corner. That should be a boundary. I think it's Glover. Maybe even the handle of the bat. Actually, there's no response to it. Big shot attempted, and he gets a good piece of it. Good strike from nowhere from Parashar. That's going to go all the way. Just as we talk about those magic moments in cricket, we see one from young Dhruv Parashar. Cases. So we get another look at the 6 from the reverse angle. Lovely shot out of the screws. Or a conglomerate of, sometimes it's other nations that come in. Oh, big hit. Man out there, just over his head. Oh, great effort from Finlay McCreath. He did get a handle. He doesn't know where the ball is. It's under his right boot.
Team goes bang, picks up a ball off a good length. Not the worst ball you'll ever see. That comes out of nowhere, really, and bursts through.
Oh.
That's a tough, tough chance. He got a finger on it.
Great effort from McMullen given. And we do see a direct hit run out. It's a diving Brandon McMullen.
Oh, can you believe it? 3 balls ago, Parashar ran a single. Wasim came and spoke to him and said, look, that's too tight. 3 balls later, Wasim calls Parashar through. And it's not there, and he is out, run out. Great.
I thought he was the Gary Lineker. Mix up. Oh, it's going to be another run out, surely. Gone. A calamity consecutive runouts inside 3 overs.
Closer look at the running between the wickets from straight on in a moment. Good work from Sharif just to lob the throw back to Cross. Cross does brilliantly to get to different sort of fielding zones.
Edged and put down. It ruins Matthew Cross's perfect day. And, oh, it's clattered into the shin of Mark Watts, who's laying prone.
Second spell today. Oh, and bang, Wasim says it's time to launch. He gets every piece of that as it's hit across the road.
As it is, the long levers, that's that pickup shot, that favoured pickup shot. And even though technically it's kind of hitting somewhat against the breeze, that breeze coming. This was a pickup shot again. I think it's going to fly all the way. It's hitting with the wind and it flies for 6. This is why I would have bowled Brandon McMullen more than 6 up. This incredible dynamic power. And that's a fine stroke, maybe even better than the first one.
Yeah, pure stroke, isn't it? Dead straight, 6 runs, and finally a little bit of life gets.
Now a flowing cover drive. Charlie Tear tears after it, but won't be able to cut it off. Outstanding. It will be an 8th one-day international 50. I think he knew he was on 49, so happy to take the single. It comes from 69 deliveries. Plenty of power involved, as always, and as you'd expect from Mohammad Wasim. Without him, well, the UAE would have absolutely no hope. If he could maybe somehow double that score up. Remember, he's already hit 3 6s, 5 boundaries in total. To Jack Jarvis. Looks for the big hit, pulls it powerfully square, and gets 4. This could be a fascinating final 6.5 overs here. Get a single here, Wasim. No, looks for a monster instead. He's happy to take the boundaries, and oh, that one might be on the one bounce into the water. Bowled him, big moment. And it's Brandon McMullen that has the wicket that Scotland desperately needed. It ends a fine 8th wicket partnership. Let's get a look. Did it just nip in? Maybe a touch, but really angle with that wind. It hasn't kind of hit the sea. Yes is the answer. Long on in place. Put down. Oh, what a drop. Michael Leask, of all people, has just dropped a dolly, and Brad Curry is furious. This goes a long way up, and it should be the end of a long old stay at the crease as Curry holds on to the catch himself. He says to Michael Leask, that's how you catch it.
A lot of people would have thought UAE would be bundled out for a score in the 120s. He hung around with Wasim. Yes, he tries to expand his game at the back end, probably not his way, and good caught and bowled of Curry, who seems to always be in the game late in innings.
Yeah, this is going to be it. That's not a good shot with Sadiq at the other end. It's a giveaway. Numbers 10 and 11 don't add much. Sadiq should have been dismissed for a duck. Jawadullah is dismissed for a second ball duck. And Scotland, well, they'll maybe be a bit frustrated by what was a very lengthy 8th wicket partnership, but ultimately they proved far too good with the ball for the UAE, who've been rolled out for the lowest total of the entire series thus far. 161 all out, a massive 2 points.
And Curry, he just takes wickets at the end for fun. You look at the way Sadiq and Jawadullah bat there, and you look at Simranjeet Singh, you have to wonder who cares more for the badge and wants to apply themselves more, because some of the shots...
About that, apart from Mohammad Wasim, look at the rest of the numbers, Corey. Plenty of players got to double figures. In fact, it was only Rahul Chopra off 69, and just the 5 bowlers used for Scotland. We still think they might have missed a trick not bowling Michael Leask, but ultimately really good efforts, and one of the kind of standouts was the man without a wicket next. Oh, and that's going to hurt. You can see he's immediately taking the bottom hand off. Oh, that's close and very nearly. It's clipped around the corner. Oh, that's a lovely way for Charlie Tear to get off the mark. Sadiq may be getting carried away with that first delivery, looking in the air and over extra cover. That's a good stroke from George Munsey. I think he's intentionally played for this. He's seen the bit of width and he says, okay, well, Corey. Tear chips it back, has this carried. Parashar seems to say yes. Tears looked to use his feet for the second time in 2 overs. Hasn't got anywhere near the pin flag. Swept around the corner. He's a good sweeper, Charlie Tear will get 4. Man, Junaid Sadiq is not at 45. He's at a strange old angle. Jawadullah into the attack, starts with the attempted Yorker, clipped around the corner and clipped away for 4, and oh no! They're enjoying a bit of a picnic out there, and it's gone straight through the leg. Oh, lovely shot. It's hitting with the wind. It's going to go all the way. What a strike from George Munsey. It is going to just get over the ropes. Helped him, and it flies all the way for 6.
Oh, he's a strong man, and he's used the breeze perfectly. Just chipped it up, went with it. 6 to the total.
On the coast. Now Power pulls and pulls for 4. Munsey getting into his groove, and Scotland.
For Scotland, Simranjeet Singh into the attack, and he's produced a false stroke straight away, and it's caught. Well, it was nonchalantly taken. I can't believe it. It went straight down his throat. Simranjeet Singh picks up another wicket. Lenny, talk me through this.
Trying to hit this. Man is out at long off. It looks like he's just almost hitting catching practice. Maybe he's trying to go a little bit squarer over extra cover. Simple catch, juggled, and just taken on the rebound off the chest. With the win the other day. Good stroke. Well, shot of the day for me. Stunner from McMullen. He's all class when he's at his best, and that's a lovely way.
Slow through the air.
Munsey goes after him, though, and puts him away to the rope. Good matchup here. And the 50s come up inside the power play, and it smiles all around for Scotland.
Lenny.
I'd have been delighted with that. Goes again. Man out there, over his head. Going to fly all the way for 6. If Junaid Sadiq had been out there, it might have been a different case. But it's
for a brief moment, though, he put it straight down his throat. Brave batting. There's a fielder there, but he got enough of it. It's probably the shorter boundary on this Kampong field, and he'll get 6 for his trouble. And we got a good contact.
As McMullen gets one into his arc, one bounce flies to the rope for 4. It ends up being a very good power play for Scotland.
Guys like that. I sort of feel for the bowling group as Sadiq is pumped away. What a shot from Munsey. This man is in such rich form. He's making Sadiq, who can get it through, look pedestrian pace. That's one of the shots of the day.
As Munsey gets out the whip into the leg side. Oh, that's a shot of real class. There's a swagger, an elegance, and a hint of arrogance from Munsey. Spinner there. He's maybe going to find it tough to get back in because of Simranjeet Singh. George Munsey gets to 50.
Yeah, brilliant innings again from Munsey. His teammates give him a warm round of applause, and you can understand why. The informed batter in the last couple of weeks, the number 1, you'd have to say.
Power, slog sweep, and slog swept all the way for 6. Can assure you, George Munsey is thinking this might not be a bad chance. And what a strike. Well, first time in international commentary. Slot into sloat. There we go. Credit and copyright to Bertus de Jong. Love that shout. Absolutely brilliant. Scotland. Oh, well, this could be the moment. It's going to help. It will be. It's the end of George Munsey, who's having the most brilliant tour, but maybe in the hunt and the dream of 3 figures, he perishes. Continued to attack. It's that surpriser. He's going to be caught short. Good catch from the keeper.
Yeah, look to hurry up that ball and just trying to nudge it around the corner. Good catch in the end. We've talked a lot about the fielding. This time he holds on to it. Not the most pretty catch you'll ever see.
Barrington to go with it. Edged away, beats the first slip fielder, and is going to fly all the way to the rope. Well, if ever you want one ball to sum it all up, that's the moment for McMullen, and what a way to do it. He's going to become the fastest Scotsman to 1,000 one-day international runs in the history of their game. I think he had a ridiculous...
He had something going on.
He had a ridiculous start in Test cricket as this one's cut away behind square. Pierces the gap. Junaid Sadiq, well, he escorts it to the rope. And if they win in 2 days' time, as it's just a pick-up chip shot, and it's going to fly all the way for 6. What a fine stroke that is to come from him.
Yeah, beautiful batting from McMullen. It's a floaty delivery, and he doesn't time it perfectly, but he gets enough on it with the breeze, and it just keeps on sailing straight into the sight screen. 6 runs. He didn't pick up a wicket, and I think he's a nice addition.
Oh, nice sweep shot round the corner. This game's ending in a hurry, and that one flies away to the rope. Maybe a bounce or 2. Even Simranjeet Singh is taking a bit of tap now. Lovely way to get there. Push into the leg side, and it's ODI 50. Number 4 to go alongside those 3 tons for Brandon McMullen, just to, well, a mute the winning runs, which he will do with real aplomb. Interesting to see if they complete the single. They do, so, well, it's not going to get to the boundary. They don't need to run the 2. They have cantered home here, Scotland, the most comprehensive victory you would ever want to see. It'll just be a single that will get Berrington the winning runs. Scotland have won by 8 wickets, and there's a very large exclamation point at the end of the revenge victory. Remember, they lost the last game to the UAE, but they've won 2 from 3 against the UAE. They make it 2 from 4 on the tour.
Munsey, Charlie Tier made a start. Be disappointed not to have converted that start into something bigger, but McMullen and Berrington saw it off. There was 2 extras in that total, and they've won that.
Simranjeet Singh picked up an early wicket, but for the first time he took a bit of tap, didn't he? Going at over a run of ball. Ayan Khan going at nearly 9 and over. Jawadullah going at 10s, 50s for Brandon McMullen and George Munsey, and maybe most pleasingly 35 for Richie Berrington, not out off 28 deliveries. Scotland win by 8 wickets. One of the